everybody. Hi, it's Becky from powertoolswiththread.com. That's my blog. I've had a lot of new subscribers to my blog lately. Thank you all so much. I post, I try to do about once a month. Don't want to inundate you. And mine is one of those blogs that you can read where there are no ads. I get on some of these blogs and the ads come up from the bottom and the ads come down from the top and they come in from the sides and you're trying to read. Crazy. No ads on my blog. Okay, I want to thank everyone so much for the heartfelt comments and the emails, and oh my goodness, after my last video when I got a little teary-eyed, it seems to be going around. I've seen a lot of vloggers get teary-eyed on their videos lately. I think it's just the stress of the pandemic and with everything that's going on in our world, all the unrest and everything. Oh my goodness, it's a lot to take in. I try not to watch the news. It just is a little bit overwhelming. But anyway, okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about, I had done a panel. It was the USA panel. I got it from Missouri Star. I finished it. Like I said, all I did was just made a quilt sandwich out of the front, and I had a yard of material for the backing. It has all the states on the back. See? Just like this. So I did that, and I was going to do straight line quilting, and then I found this really neat flag print. Can you see that? That flag stitching print. That turned out so nice. I went ahead and did that, and you know what? I'm still having trouble with the nesting, and Pam was very nice and sent me step-by-step instructions, and I tried it, and it worked, but it was gonna leave too much here at the bottom. I didn't do the measurements right. Total operator error, not the machine. And so I ended up having a little bit bigger gap here in the middle between the two pattern runs, but meh, it's for the kids. They won't care. So I'm going to send this to my daughter-in-law so she can use it for US geography lessons because she homeschools. So that'll be real nice. That's cute. And yesterday I spent the day, well, not the whole day, but a lot of it. Do you guys use project boards? I love project boards because I normally have, 2 or 3, 5, 10 projects going at any given moment. And this is for the Bringing Home the Christmas Tree quilt that is in the Lori Holt's Vintage Christmas book. I'll link to this below. And it is so cute. And I want to make it. Pat Sloan is doing a sew-along, and she's starting this coming Friday. So it looks like this. Real cute. And the different blocks are, this is a tree block, and then there's the car block. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tree blocks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car blocks. Now, I did not buy the fabric kit for this when it first came out. I should know better. This is one of those quilts, when I first saw it, I was like, man, no big deal. And then the more I looked at it, she had it hanging behind her when she does her daily. She had it hanging behind her. And I was like, man, I really like that. Oh, I want to make that. That's just so cute. So then by the time I went to go look for the fabric kit, of course it's gone. So I had to source my own. So I told y'all in my last video, I'm using Corey Yoder Hollyberry. I bought a fat quarter bundle for that. And it's real cute. And then what I ended up doing was, on the project boards, I already had this one made. And so I have cut, see if I can show you guys without dumping these all over the floor. I have cut the Christmas trees. So here are all the pieces for the trees and the trunks for the Christmas tree blocks. And then this right here are, under here there are green tree pieces and trunks. And then these are the tires and the windows. I chose this one right here for the windows. It's real cute. It's just got little, Pat used a plaid that was real nice. But this is going to be my windows, and then these are going to be tires and that kind of thing. And then I needed a bigger project board, and so I wanted to make a bigger one. I have these, this is that foam board that you can get in the school supply department at Walmart. And you just put some batting on it. And the batting is on with 505 adhesive spray. And then these are the pieces for all of the cars. So in here, you can see all the colors and everything. So here's all the stuff for the cars. And I use alpha biddies to, show what different pieces and all that. So the car piles are in the solid teal, aqua, and then the piles that with the stripe on top, that's the trim on those cars. The only thing I don't have is the background fabric, and that is coming. I ordered that from Etsy and maybe another quilt shop, because I'm going to use the same backing in a couple of different projects. Not backing, background fabric. But the way Lori Holt shows to make her project boards, she puts trim all around the edges, just, make them cute. Well, I made trim out of some 2.5-inch strip. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I do know what I did with them. So I just got some 2.5-inch strip scraps that I had laying around in my sewing room, okay, from various projects that I've done over the years, and put them all together, and I'm just going to run this around the edge of the board. What you do is you fold it in half, and then fold it in half, and then fold the edges into the halfway mark, so you have that, and then you zigzag down the center of the whole thing. And it works really nice. And then you're supposed to glue it on the edge of the... Y'all know where my glue gun is? I can't find it. I looked and I looked and I looked in different rooms. I can't find my glue gun. It's in a cookie tin. One of a bigger cookie tin. It's got a big teddy bear on it. I've had that tin for 25 years. No clue. I looked all over this place. And, part of it is I have too much stuff. You guys that watch Joy Bernhardt, she turned us on to Minimal Mom. Well, I went and watched Minimal Mom. And while Minimal Mom, decluttered 80% of her stuff, my husband would not tolerate that. I need to do that. And I used to have routine purges of my stuff because I move so much with the military, and that is a natural way to just get rid of things, and I kind of use the idea that if it doesn't have deep sentimental value, like baby shoes, that kind of stuff. So if it doesn't have deep sentimental value and I haven't used it in 2 years, I need to get rid of it. And it's very rare that I have something that is outside of those two categories. Well, your fabric stash, you'll have fabric for 5 years, not deeply sentimental, so that doesn't count, okay? That's off the table when it comes to decluttering, as far as I'm concerned. But, so, my husband made some turkey jerky for the dogs, because we give them turkey jerky treats, from the grocery store. And you open the bag and it's like, oh, I can't stand the smell. I wonder what chemicals I'm giving my dogs. So he said, well, why don't you buy a turkey breast and we'll slice it real thin and I'll just run it through the dehydrator and then they can have turkey jerky. And I said, oh, that's great. And it costs about half what they charge in the store. So anyway, he had it all sliced up and he's like, hey, do you remember the racks from the old dehydrator that we had that died? And because we saved the racks for that. I said, yeah. So I went digging around in the closet and found it. There's piles of coats on the floor of the closet, because the closet, it's in the hall closet. And the closet was so stuffed with coats that we wear, I don't know, about 2 days a year here in South Texas, okay? And I love coats. But it's just, we don't use them, you know, near what the rest of the country does. I looked and there was a beautiful coat that we had bought for him up in Kansas when we went up there last January for a funeral. And I'm looking at it and it was on the floor. And I thought, well, it was just so tight in there that it had just shoved its way off the hanger and hit the ground. And I said, that's it. And I started decluttering. And I thought, all right, if a coat doesn't fit, it's out. And so yesterday I donated like 6 men's coats to our food pantry. Our food pantry does a certain, I think they start either late October, early November, where you can donate coats and, you know, sweaters and that kind of thing. And so off they went. Glad to have them out, and haven't worn them in years, mine and his. And so now his new coat is hanging nicely, you know, not shoved in the closet. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to put this over here before I knock it down. Let me move this one too. Remember I had told y'all I wanted to make these Kimberbell nativity ornaments? These very, very cute stuff. And I'm going to do that. And I'm also, I think what I'm going to do is, because there's 12 of them. How many are in here? I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 12 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do little short clip videos of a tutorial on each one of these. It's not going to be a quilt chat or anything like that. So I'm just going to put out 12 little, and I'll group them into a single playlist on my channel. I wanted to tell you guys, so when I bought this, I wanted to get the hoops to go along with it. This is designed for a 3.5-inch hoop. You cannot find 3.5-inch hoops on Amazon or anywhere. Only place you can get them are quilt shops that carry Kimberbell stuff. And when I went to go get them, they were out completely. They might be available now, but. So I ended up ordering the 4-inch hoops from Amazon. What I did, because I ran a test, these are designed to be stitched out in a 4x4 hoop. So those of you with embroidery machines that have 4x4 hoops and you can't go any bigger, you can make this. And you'll really enjoy doing that. And that has the outer ring, all of these stitch with a stabilization outer ring, and then a zigzag over the end of it, like a diamond print zigzag to kind of stabilize the whole design. And the default size for this, for the 4x4 hoop, is 3.75 inches on those outer rings. So see, this is what it would look like if you were doing this using a 4x4 hoop. See how you can see the design? Well, I don't want to see that. That's supposed to be tucked underneath. So what I did was I went into Embroider-Alongs and I enlarged that ring and the final stitch to 4.5. And now it is, this is just a little scrap, but now it is completely behind. And so you can see it right there. See where that's what it's supposed to look like. So if you make them in the 3.5-inch hoops from Kimberbell, they'll look like this, not like this. This is the original design in a 4-inch hoop. See, these are the same size, okay? So what you're going to see me do is in Embroider-Alongs, I'm going to enlarge those outer rings to 4.5 on each video so that this is what it's going to look like. You will not see that, okay? If you have the Kimberbell 3.5-inch hoops, it'll look like this. It'll look just like that, okay? I hope that makes sense. But I looked at it and I was like, oh, I don't like it. Also, I'm not doing the little pom-poms around the edges. I went to Walmart and got some gold braid like that. So that's what I'm going to do just around the edges. This is a 1/2 inch. I forget what it is. Yeah, no, this is a 1/4 inch braid, gold braid. And so I'm just going to do this around the edges, and that's what it's going to look like. And then I'll put a little bow right there. So that'll be real cute. But I'll just do like one a day and knock them out and get them done. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. But we won't have any quilt chat or anything like that. But for those of you who want to follow along, or if you have an embroidery machine and you're afraid to use it, Kimberbell is one of the best for beginner embroiders. And if you want to get this, I'll link to it below. But this is a wonderful, wonderful way. They have such good instructions, and I really like Kimberbell products. But I just couldn't find those hoops. So I got these, and if they're available now, meh, I'm just going to do this. Hey, Villa Rosa Designs, we're going to do a sew-along. Hold on. We're going to do a sew-along for the Fa La La quilt. Now, Villa Rosa Designs, you can get this pattern on their website. It's only $2 on their website. You can either get the hard copy card or you can do a digital download. And we're going to start the first full week of October and do this together, okay? And we're just going to do like 3 or 4 rows a week. And before the end of October, it'll be finished. So if you are a beginner quilter and you want to make a Christmas tree quilt, this is a really good one to do it. We're going to go really slow. The only thing I can't do is give pattern piece dimensions, sizes. But when you get the pattern, you'll know what's what, okay? Because we'll go over that. So we're going to start this the first full week of October. Not the 1st of October, because that's like a Thursday, but we'll start it the following Monday. Also, we are going to start the Santa table runner from Sweet Pea Embroidery Designs. I'll put a link to that below as well. It's swpea.com, and they're out of Australia, but they have the cutest little Santa table runner. It's got 4 little Santas on it. Go take a look at it. I don't have a picture with me right here, but I had told y'all months ago that we were going to do this in September. So September 15th, we're going to start that Santa table runner. So that will also be a real good embroidery project for those of you. I think the smallest you can make that one is the 5x7 hoop. So if you have a machine that has the 5x7, you can certainly make that. You cannot do it with a 4x4, but you can do it with the 5x7. That'll be a lot of fun too. I've wanted to make that for a while. Did you guys see, so I was talking about the Villa Rosa Designs this month. So they have a pattern club. Like I told you, these are $2, okay? They have a pattern club. If you want to join it, it's $8.95 a month. I think that includes shipping, I'm pretty sure. And you get 5 patterns every month, 5 new patterns every month. This month is Oakmont. Let me get these up here. This month they have Oakmont, they have Switched, and if you go out to their website and look at this, they have this in a Halloween fabric. It's very cute. They have railroad tracks right there. That looks like it might be really cool for 2.5-inch strips. I don't know. I haven't seen it. And then Random Shuffle is this one. And this is Kaleidoscope. Nice little butterfly quilt. Isn't that cute? But these are a deal. So you just sign up for the pattern club and they'll just come in the mail. How nice. Yeah. August 2020, patterns in a set. All 5 new cards, $8.95. That's a deal. Okay. Have you guys seen the new Connecting Threads magazine? The catalog, if you guys need Christmas fabric, the whole back half of this thing is nothing but Christmas fabric. Hold on, I got a beeper going off on my kitchen timer. I have some chicken and dumplings in the crock pot. Oh, the house smells heavenly. The biscuits are done and the chicken and dumplings. Oh, man, the house smells good. I won't be eating the biscuits, but I'll sure get into that other stuff. What else did I want to talk to you about? Had my my last staff meeting this morning on Teams, Microsoft Teams. It's like, imagine remember that old game show, Hollywood Squares? Okay, that's kind of what it looks like. You got a screen full of people and everybody's, you can see everybody. Oh, hold on. Harley, hold on. It was very nice. You know, people said, oh, appreciate working with you and all this other stuff. So it was good. It was good. I got to go in tomorrow at 10 o'clock, take in my laptop, turn in all of my, my little cards and tokens and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Wow. Gonna be weird. I appreciate y'all commiserating with me on my identity crisis when I turned in my paperwork to retire. I think it'll be okay. You know, I'm like I said in my last video, I'm kind of transitioning from one to the next. And so it'll be okay. I keep telling myself that. But goodness knows I got enough to keep me busy, right? You guys keep me busy. You guys come up with suggestions all the time of projects and stuff. But okay, so let's see. I made myself a little list. And, oh, speaking of Kimberbell. So Kimberbell, for you new embroiderers, Kimberbell is an embroidery design company, and they have the cutest stuff. They're out of Logan, Utah. They recently came out with embroidery, all over embroidery designs. Well, I went and took a look at that, and I know you guys that have watched me for a while know that I really like the Emily Scott edge-to-edge embroidery. And what that does is it's a way to finish your quilts on your embroidery machine. And it has like one end of the design starts on the left, and it goes through in a single stitch out and does an entire pattern to fill the hoop, and then it ends over here on the right. And then you do the pattern again, but it's in reverse for part B. So that would be part A and the other one's part B. So the design kind of, you know, starts here, does its thing, ends here, and then the next one connects like this. And the idea is that when you get the row done or the column done, by the time it's all said and done, it looks like one continuous embroidery design as if it had been done on a long arm. Well, from what I could tell, I could be wrong, but from what I can tell, the all over patterns that Kimberbell has come out with for finishing a quilt, I didn't see that. So it does an all over pattern that'll fill the hoop, but it doesn't look like, from what I could see, again, I could be wrong, but from what I could see, it doesn't look like it's something that would end and connect again, or you would have the ability to nest patterns like this so that it looks like it was done on a long arm. I think if you have smaller projects, that might work out just fine. Or maybe you don't care about that, and you place them in such a way that it's so busy that nobody would know that you didn't do and what I would call a true edge-to-edge quilting design. So in your embroidery machine. So you can go take a look at it. I got an email from them because I'm on their mailing list, and I looked at the designs, and I mean, they're fine. They're very pretty. I think they'll work out well, but you will have to be very careful that you really don't want to see the gaps between the pattern, each run of the pattern. I have not yet heard from the winner of Ocean Friends, Sharon Quaife. And so we've got, today is the 26th. Tomorrow is the last day. So Sharon Quaife, if you email me before 5 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, the 27th of August, and contact me and give me your mailing address, then I will ship the Ocean Friends pattern to you. But if I don't hear from you by 5 o'clock, I will be choosing a new winner from the original 522 entries that we got from the first go. So, all right, I am going to do a quick giveaway here. I am going to give away, I have an extra copy of Missouri Star's Block Magazine. So I'm going to give this one away and 5 random Villa Rosa design quilt patterns. I've got a stack about that high of spares. So if you are interested in that, please leave me a comment below that say, I want VRD patterns, and I will send this to you. Oh, what is that shirt you have on, Becky? You guys have been wanting these shirts. And so I finally got them in. They're out on our store, powertoolswiththreadstore.com. They are in pink with black. They are all V-neck. Or you can get them black with pink. How about that? Isn't that cool? I have more sizes coming in the pink. I have a full stock of sizes in the black, but I have more sizes coming in the pink. If you don't see your size, keep checking back. And I should get them. I'm waiting for the girl who does my printing on my t-shirts. She's waiting for them to come in. So, you know, again, slow shipping on everything. But, all right, you guys, that's all I had to talk to you about. Go sew something. Bye.